New Year. I'm Jeff Moyer, first-year captain of the Greater Kensington String Band. I'm from Holland and Bucks County. I graduated from Council Rock South, and I'm a current student at Gwendolyn Mercy University studying elementary and special education. I'd like to thank Bob Shannon, Phil Rotindo, and Bill Bowen for serving as constant inspiration for myself as captain, as well as my father, Scott, and Uncle Ron, who served before me at Greater Kensington. Happy New Year.
Wow, you get a shout out there, Bob.
He's a class young man. That whole family, I can tell you, if I have to whistle, his grandmother would know what I meant. Had a thing. I would just go there and just go, and she'd go right back with me. But they're great. Scott, it's just a great kid and a great guy. And Ronnie was my buddy.
Well, Scott is one of those guys as captains that you looked at, and he was amazing. He had the ability to have, well, first of all, to carry huge back pieces, and he made himself, as a captain ideally wants to be, larger than life, and he was really, really good at it. Now, let's pay attention to what GK is going to do today. So we have Jeff, we have the title called The Experiment, and we have Doc Moyer, so to speak, Jeff, the captain, the mad scientist. He's got some assistants, and there's going to be a lot of characters, including some lab rats. We can see the backside of some lab rats right now as they're hidden. And the costuming looks really interesting in how they're going to carry all of this through. And they have a ray gun. It's a little Pinky in the Brain mixed in here. It's really kind of clever.
It's a very clever theme. I think they have a model of a brain somewhere, which we'll see.
And something I never thought we'd see in a parade, they have a flux capacitor.
Whatever that is.
science of Back to the Future with GKSB, Greater Kensington String Band. Very, very nice.
You notice Chris Rosinski, who also plays marimba, at one point played 8 drums at once. He had a circle of drums all over his head, played 8 of them at once. And this also had my best reveal of the day. The giant brain that flips back, and all of a sudden there's 4 accordion players inside the brain wearing giant brains.
And you know, given where we are, somebody has probably already said, finally some brains at City Hall. Accordion brains, banjo brains, don't mess with the minion, whatever it is. A really, really good performance from a band that just keeps getting better. And Jeff, as an inauguration of his captain, I thought did an excellent job.
Absolutely superb job. I'm really proud of him. Yeah, he did good. Shout out to me, but the whole family has worked so hard to do such a job for Greater Kensington String Band. I salute them 100%. They did an outstanding job. I was very much impressed.
This band has really grown lately. They were down to a very few members, and now they're getting bigger and bigger.
Yep.
They had a nice beginning of using the bottom horns, soloing at the beginning, and again another example of the bottom saxophones getting more musical chances this year.
I've kept this man longer as his carriage is turning into a pumpkin out there. Bob, thank you very much,
Thank you
sir.
very, very much. I appreciate
Bob
it every
Shannon.
time. I love yous all, and I just want to say hello to my wife, Susan. I love you, and just take care. We know that we're gonna have another operation on her shoulder, and outstanding.
Excellent.
Steve, I appreciate it, and Jake, thank you very, very much for allowing me. Thank you very much. Good night.
Thank you, Robert. Thank you, sir. The great Bob Shannon. So we have coming up Greater Overbrook String Band. We've seen 10. Now we're going to have Greater O, and then Woodland, and then Hegeman, Durning, Broomall, Duffy, and Furco. And Woodland obviously won in 2012. Hegeman, one of the most innovative bands on the street in the last decade or more.